Thank you to Stig Eriksson for suggesting this coin. If you have a coin that you want me to look through in the coming days, please put it in the comments below. And also, if you want to see that coin get talked about, please hit subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when that video comes out. Thanks. Right, so today we're looking at Hedera. The ticker for this is HBAR, so HBAR. And this is a coin that has existed for not that long, you know, just 2019 was when this coin came onto the market. Its IDO was on the 18th of September, maybe 17th of September in 2019. And since then, it's printed enough candles for us to start using the Fibonacci extension tool. And I just wanted to display the price projection for it purely based on the charts. This isn't on any news or any use case of the coin. This is a purely chart-based analysis, and for that we're using the Fibonacci tools as well as the RSI. I will be going through some long-term, medium-term and short-term targets for this coin just to give you a whole view, give you an idea of what you need to be doing next, kind of. And of course, this isn't financial advice, just some guy looking at charts and making his own estimations. No one has a crystal ball. So I have put these this Fibonacci on here, and as you can see, from the previous all-time high, not counting IDO all-time high, because those are typically outrageous, although there is confluence between the peak of this IDO price and where we are today at the top of the Fibonacci's. According to this, it would suggest that there's actually no more price growth to happen for Hedera, for HBAR. However, what we often do with other coins is that typically the 0.236 extension, this red line at the bottom, we can often use that and place it on top of the most recent high, as in the previous high in 2020, and we can place it, we only place it there because there was a capitulation phase after. So we put it on the peak prior to the capitulation. This is something you can do across, we've done it across XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum. When you do this, it seems to project the top of the market for that coin. The bearish projection for this coin is to say, basically, we might see another push up into these levels here where it had an issue getting through. So I would say, you know, on a bearish target, you probably want to set your coins to, you know, if you have this, to sell them at 39 cents. That's a bearish view. For a bullish view for the long term, so we're going through long term here first. Long term being by the end of the cycle in this instance, because my advice typically is just to well, what I'll be doing is taking basically all of my money out except 10%, leaving that in the market to ride the bear market. So that's long term in this instance. So we bring this up to the 0.236 to the top of the extension, and then we get a Fibonacci extension that is a bit more realistic in my view, just because this hasn't really gone. It went in January and February, but since then we've just been within this range here. It's a capitulation phase. Nothing has been happening for HBAR, so it's a good suggestion actually to bring up, because it is a coin that, you know, has some action in it left. So currently we're riding right on that 0.786 line, and so we could expect a bounce here. If we did get a bounce, and if we're looking long term, I'd be projecting anywhere between $1.12 and $1.31 for HBAR, and that would be by the end of the cycle. If we are looking to the downside here, I would probably estimate we've probably got, and for it to remain bullish, we could come down here and touch again at the 16-cent level. Obviously, the gains from the 16-cent level up to the upper range of the extensions is 700%, which isn't bad. Certainly, I think we should be waiting on this coin. If you are holding it, I would just continue holding it for the end of the cycle. If we're looking at a bullish projection, for the long term end of the cycle, we're looking at $1.31 to $1.12. That's why I would say you start releasing, you know, 85% of your holdings and transfer it into a coin that hasn't moved yet. Into the medium term, so let's say for December, yeah, like I said, we could come down to this level here. We've touched this area before. There's so much action around this area. I'd like to actually get a rectangle here. There's so much action in this area. Let's have a look at it. Let's take this away. Let's look at the action. So we've come up, it's become a resistance, this area. We came down, we came up, and it was another resistance. It bounced off. Once we broke through, we did revisit it and make a nice W pattern. So we touched it twice right here. And if we know anything about dips in the market, dips can come and revisit where previous wicks have gone. See, right now we've come back to this area where a previous wick came down right here. You can see that wick right here. We've come down to the exact level of that right now. So in a bearish projection for the medium term, we could come back down to this kind of 16-cent level. If we do see a nice little bounce off this area, because there's reason to think that, we've had a lot of action at this level, we would just be looking to get up back again to this area here. So what price would that be? That would be at the 39-cent level on a bullish projection for the medium term. Short term, we're going to have to go into one of the hourly charts. So let's look at the short term for this. It's the first time I've actually looked at this for ages, kind of the 1 hour chart. But we are forming, look, a double bottom here on the hourly. So at the time of recording this, it's 12:45 in the UK, and we've just had a double bottom. So I would be expecting in the next couple of hours, maybe the next day or so, to retrace back to these levels here, like we were at the beginning of the W pattern. So back up here to the 30-cent level. So not much of an increase. I don't see huge pumps, but you know, could do 25% maybe in the next day. The RSI, as you can see, is right at the bottom. So we're on an uptrend for that one. So it looks like the price action is looking like it's going up. So there you go. For the short term, it looks pretty positive to me for the short term. And because I think the time is about to come for all the altcoins, I think it looks pretty good for the medium and long term as well for HBAR. So those are my projections. I certainly think once we reach these kind of levels, start releasing your bags, leave between 35 to 10% left in just to ride the wave, because I mean, if we're going ultra bullish, because there is an argument to make that ultra bullish could look something like that, but I mean, it's not that much higher, $1.74. I'm happy with the projection there. At the upper end, we're looking at $1.30 or so. Maybe an overextension from that, who knows? But you can see that we have created this really nice double bottom here in the market. There's a real good chance that at some point in the next month we come back down to these areas, really testing your strength in your diamond hands. But once it does get here, if it doesn't fall through, I know we're looking way up here. That's my prediction on HBAR. If you've got any suggestions, please let me know. And look, we're 29 subscribers now. If you want to be subscriber 30, please hit subscribe and hit the notification bell. Suggest some coins for me to look at, and have a look at my other videos. I do market updates during the week, and also personal finance and crypto tips and tricks and whatnot. And also some motivational videos. If you're feeling down or you feel stuck in your job, then it's probably worth watching one of those motivational videos to get you in the mood. Here's a video that the algorithm suggests you watch based on what you like. It's one of mine, so check it out. Thanks.